be view tickets option there. So if you just
I'll give me a search.
Just leave it.
That's not over there. Fish. Yeah, I wonder what he's got underneath his.
I bet it's not a punchy thing.
What I can do, it looks like it's this, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, you can go further. But we'll have money in there because we're brand new. You know what, I think I might go for something. Let's look at that.
What's the moss?
You can film me playing
I'm filming from this stuff.
Can you? You have it in as well.
50p? Yeah. Oh. They've got enough in there, I'll take 50p. Bring that down, otherwise
You might hit it on the head.
Oh, right.
I returned to Spain. My fellow countrymen absolutely adore. I loaded my galleons with cocoa beans and chocolate drink. Everyone is drinking. As I was convinced that this drink would delight my contemporaries' fans. The voyage was not without risk, as English and Dutch pirates were constantly attacking and capturing. We kept chocolate a closely guarded secret for over 100 years, until the daughter of King Philip II of Spain married King Louis XIII of France and took the secret with her to the French court. Cocoa arrived in England under Cromwell, but didn't gain popularity until the restoration of King Charles II. When he became
This is my shop. I first established my business in 1894. My father, which is Cadbury, owns and runs the trading store next door.
Look, I mean,
Our family are staunch Quakers, and we originally came from the West Country. Father moved the family to Birmingham from our home in Exeter in 1794 and set up his business as a linen draper and silk merchant. Birmingham was a fine place to live, with plenty of business opportunities. We soon made many friends, and my father became a prominent member of the local Quaker community. Because of our religious beliefs, Quakers were considered to be non-conformist. This prevented us from studying at university, and as a result, we were unable to enter the professions, such as medicine and law. Also because Quakers are pacifists, we couldn't join the army or navy. And so trade and commerce were the only areas where Quakers could focus their ambitions and prosper. I was apprenticed as a tea merchant in Leeds, and then worked in a bonded tea house in London. When I returned to Birmingham in 1824, I borrowed some money from my father to go into business as a tea dealer and coffee roaster. I took over the shop and installed this large plate glass window so that my customers could see the samples of tea, coffee and cocoa nibs that I prepared myself. My colourful window displays soon attracted new customers from far and wide. I even employed a fully costumed Chinese guy to help serve the shop. Oh yes, he caused a lot of interest. And with him minding the shop, I started to experiment manufacturing my own cocoa and chocolate in the circle behind the shop. You see, I noticed that fashionable people were drinking cocoa and chocolate. I decided to offer them to my customers as well. This was good for my business, because tea, coffee, cocoa and chocolate were considered as acceptable alternatives to alcohol, on which we, as waiters, strongly disapprove. Let me tell you some more about how my business grew and prospered from these very humble beginnings.
Alright guys, we'll be going from this one to the Cadbury store next.
Thank you. You can take pictures and that.
Not in this show.
No, no, right, turn it off.
Where do you want to sit, Ian?
Just sit towards the back where you get the
I've got to turn this off.
Yeah, no.
I remember this.
I can't. Yep. I'll turn this
Don't
off.
sit back too far. I do remember this section now.
I'll turn this off.
Someone's going to sit there.
No, I've got to turn it off
There's not
here.
many people, is there?
Hopefully it just gets through. There's loads of kids beyond there.
Turn it off.
Chairs.
This was good for my business, because tea, coffee, cocoa and chocolate were considered as acceptable alternatives to alcohol, on which we, as waiters, strongly disapprove. Let me tell you some more about how my business grew and prospered from these very humble beginnings.
Alright guys, we'll be going from this one to the Cadbury store next.
Thank you. Thank you. You can take pictures and that.
Not in this show.
No, no, right, turn it off.
Where do you want to sit, Ian?
Just sit towards the back where you get the
I've got to turn this off.
Yeah, no.
I remember this.
Okay. I can't. Yep. I'll turn this
Don't
off.
sit back too far. I do.
I'm with you again.
Hey, your turn.
By a machine that seals the bottom, adds the buttons, then seals the top, all in less than 1 second.
I've got a flash.
Now the buttons are packed into boxes called outers.
I do a bit of it, so I'm not sure how
The outers are then stacked in layers on pallets and sent to our distribution centres.
If it weren't for carrots, there'd be no chocolate.
What's that?
Oh, it's Ian. Hello.
You got to stroke it, have you?
You got to stroke it for good luck. I say, please, please give me chocolate.
Give me chocolate.
You got to stroke it, she's saying it.
Please give me lots and lots of chocolate. Bully.
Hey.
Right, if you want to go to the toilet, here.
Okay, can you?
Hold your camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to feed here if you're going away, do you?
1 minute.
What's this coming up?
Right.
demonstrations, but let him go to toilet
Yes.
first.
Stop.
Friday night, welcome to Cadbury. My name is Lauren. I'm going to be showing you the way they used to make chocolate at the factory over 100 years ago. Now, first things first, I need some chocolate. They wouldn't actually have this back then, but I'm going to get it out of my chocolate tab at the back. Which should be a very fun thing to have at home. So my chocolate here is liquid chocolate, of course. At the moment, it's about 45 degrees Celsius. We want to try and get that down to about 27, 26 degrees Celsius, which is the ideal temperature for tempered chocolate. And to do that, we're going to pour it out onto my table. Now my table here is made of marble, it's very cold to the touch, and it's a very good conductor of heat. So all we're going to do is spread this chocolate out, try and increase the surface area, making sure as much of that touches the marble as possible, because that's what's going to be cooling it down as quickly as possible. We're going to work through with my spatula because this is remixing in all the ingredients. Now if you didn't do this and you put chocolate that was too hot straight into your fridge, it would cool down too quickly, the ingredients inside will separate it, and you'll end up really crumbly, really dull chocolate that's got a few streaks running through it. You can see an example here, you can see why we don't want that, because it's very, very crumbly. We want nice shiny chocolates at the end, which hopefully I'll be able to bring one out at the end that looks just like that. So we're going to work through it a couple of times. If I do this too often, the chocolate will start to lose its shine. It'll go a bit too thick, a bit too crumbly. So I reckon now is about here. You can see it's starting to thicken up, and that should mean that all my ingredients have been mixed. And you just do a little test, do a little twirl, and of course if the chocolate's starting to stay on the top, that's a very good sign as well. So we're going to take this chocolate now and put it into one of these moulds. Now back then they wouldn't have had plastic moulds like this, they would have had metal moulds. These have gone out of fashion now. They are quite heavy, they are quite noisy, and we cannot see through the back of them, which is something that we want to do. So instead we're going to use a plastic mould like this. It's very light, it's not quite as noisy, and we can see through the back of it. So I'm going to take my tempered chocolate, and I'm just going to pour it onto the top, just like so. And then give it a little bit of a helping hand with my knife.
I can use my tongue if you want.
Trying to get that into as many of the squares as we can. We're going to take off the excess because, of course, chocolate is expensive. We wouldn't want to waste any of this. They'll be coming back for this at the end. And then we're just going to leave this to the side for now. And you can see already that the chocolate is sitting nicely inside the mould. But that doesn't mean that our chocolate's quite finished yet. First things first, I'm going to make sure that it's being properly tempered. And remember, I was showing you that lovely ribbon of liquid chocolate. Well, if I turn this upside down now, you'll see that none of it will fall out, even though it's still in liquid form, which means I've got it over my head. I can keep waving about, and still the chocolate won't fall out. But it's not quite perfect. You can see it's a little bit uneven, there's a few little gaps, and I have a little on the underside, you can see a few there as well. Of course we don't want that, because if I stick this into the fridge, half the chocolate will go missing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a little bit of a bash. And a shot. Now if I was in production, I'd be doing that for about 2 or 3 minutes, just to make sure it's all perfect. But already you can see tiny little air bubbles have appeared on the surface of my chocolate, and it should be a little bit more even on the back as well. And that's how we get all the air out of my chocolate. So if I was making traditional dairy milk, this would pretty much be the final result, and I'd slip this into my fridge. But that's a little bit boring, so if we want a chocolate with a filling inside, like caramel or peppermint or orange cream, there's still one more process we need to do. This process is known as shelling, or we have a slightly more fun name for it, which is chocolate rain. That's because all we're going to do is make sure it rains down chocolate onto the table like so. We're going to get rid of the bottom, we're going to get rid of the centre, and we're going to make sure we're left with a nice hollow dip inside. So I'm going to do now is take that off, turn it upside down, and you'll see a little gap inside each of my chocolates ready to be filled up. Then pass that over to the piping ladies who fill them in individually, seal it back up with the rest of the tempered chocolate over the top, and that's how you get milk chocolate like in Cadbury roses. Now we're quite lucky because we have a modern day fridge that can cool our chocolate down in about half an hour, so I don't stick that in here. Back then we've had a cold room of the factory, and depending on the month you might be waiting quite a long time for chocolate. Several hours in the winter or several days, possibly in the summer if it was really hot. So once our chocolate's ready, you can see through the back of the mould, which is why we want the nice see-through back. And the chocolate goes nice and dark, there's a bit of a frosty shadow, and that means it's ready to pop out. So what I'm going to do is give this a twist. I should be able to hear a little crack. And then I'm going to bash these onto the table, like so. These ones are very nice. The chocolates have come out perfect, lovely and shiny, and ready to go over to the packaging department. Unfortunately, these aren't edible because they are recycled chocolate, which you don't want to eat them. Whereas in the next section, you can have a little pot of liquid chocolate and up to 2 chocolates of your choice. My name's been Lauren. I hope you enjoyed that demonstration. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day here in Cadbury.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
The cheesiness. I saw it. And that's the one they're using tonight. Looking before we...
Oh, it says up there what they're making.
Yeah.
Teapots, shoes and shuttle packs.
Wow. What do you do for a living while working?
Guys, look.
Oh, look. You film me, no? I'm filming, but just for you.
Are you guys having a good time?
Is it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Is this a YouTube channel?
Oh,
He has, but I haven't.
have a what?
YouTube channel.
Yeah. What's your name?
Ian.
Ian? Hello Ian, welcome to Cadbury and chocolate making. And Ian, it's wonderful to see you. I hope you're having a fantastic time in here. My name is Jay, and I want you to have lots of fun today.
I haven't got time to film my filming yet.
Oh, alright.
I am.
Oh,
He's a meeting secretary.
So I'm watching television.
fantastic technology that.
It's worth a chocolate, that is.
Is it on tonight?
No, I'm not. I won't be home until tomorrow.
Putting it on tomorrow. What's the channel's name?
Ian Bagwell. Iain.
Yeah.
Bagwell. B-A-G-W.
Bagwell.
Just put that in there.
I'll check it.
Yeah, I've got loads of videos on there.
Right. Have you filmed it?
I don't know whether that'd be on there because I don't know how to put the 360 on there. But it should be on there.
That's how wonderful chocolate is there. Annie's there, look at Annie there. Fantastically making plaques. Chocolate plaques there. And there you go. It's Annie. Oh, Ian. That excites me saying that, doesn't it? People get excited, I'm getting excited saying that. There you go. He's making the chocolate donuts. Chocolate donuts. There we go.
The teapots, look at that.
And we've got Iain making the wonderful, amazing chocolate shoes. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic. There we go.
bandstand.
Let's do size 12. I'm assuming that is a similar way of eggs as any shape, I suppose, really.
Right, okay.
Oh, there's no sanitizer. Chris, do you want the lift? You go in the lift. I'll meet you at the top of the stairs.
Where are we going?
Have I go press north?
We must be on the second floor. Oh, more toilets, that's good. Right, toilet first. In my new top. This, I don't remember this bit. I've done this before.
Come on, show us what you got.
Right.
Bottles here for you. That's that.
What have we got to do?
Got your name in chocolate, picture, and then when you're done, go to the breakfast.
Oh.
You know when I showed that chocolate was really properly? So if you don't temperate it because it's too hot and all the ingredients inside, they start to separate. So what you do with this spatula is you're mixing those back into the cocoa butter and cocoa crystals. They start to rise to the surface.
Is it only milk chocolate you use, or do you use white chocolate and dark chocolate?
So I don't think we don't do dark chocolate really.
We used to temple dark chocolate.
Did you have to take the white chocolate as well?
Yeah, we still do that.
I would never temper the white chocolate.
That's great.
Eli's
It's lovely. It's a different texture. It's a lot more.
It's a lot more sugary.
Yeah.
Different white.
Oh, 100% because it's just the fat.
I can feel that changing.
Yeah, you can see this one, that's so.
That's
That's also like flake.
I like my flake.
Like that, right?
No. But this is the... Don't worry, the serving chocolate, that's not going to use. That was safe to eat.
That was nice as well. Well, I'm going to wash my hands. Thank you.
There you go.
Oh, sorry.
Here, Ian.
Oh, yes.
You got in front of the Cadbury factory.
Yeah.
I also got this photo here, which is you guys flavor.
Yeah.
Also purchased a dairy milk wrapper.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, please.
Okay.
What are we thinking?
So, if you are interested in the photos, guys, they start from £13.
Yeah.
Do 2 package deal. You do a £20 and a £30 package deal. £20 you get 2 photos, a keyring and a magnet. The £30 deal comes with 3 photos, 2 keyrings, 2 magnets.
Okay.
And also a dairy milk chocolate wrapper.
Can you fit a full 15?
Yeah, I can afford 15.
Can you hold that a minute, please?
Oh, do 10 each?
Or 10 each.
£30.
Yeah, oh, cool,
Yeah,
sure.
okay.
Yeah.
Three.
We do that, 10 each.
You do card payment or cash? Card is it? Or cash?
Let me just double check. Johnny,
I've got
on
both.
this deal, can I take cash and card?
No, just card.
Just card.
I'll pay by card if you want me to.
Alright, I'll give you a tenner.
Who give you a 10 or send it across?
On this deal.
Oh, right. I'll do cash.
Okay, if you pay cash, you can do
Bear with me.
I can give you a... Can we still keep one?
I've got a tenner.
We'll need their card.
You're getting tenners from everyone.
Sort the photos out first.
Okay. Yeah, Chris. Yeah, give it to Chris. I beg your pardon, sir? Yeah, that's a good idea, yes, that's right. We can download these pictures as well coming up. Oh, that's a good idea.
So you get a barcode and you can scan it and then you can download it.
I'll do that as well. It'd be nice to have them sort of on the... I always tend to lose photos and that, so... Oh, I'm... Yep. Right.
Well, if you go outside, I'll come out and meet you in a minute.
Okay, I'll go and find a seat. Away from more than... Oh my God, look.
Going over to the restaurant now, Ian, can you? She said we get more chocolate on the way out.
Yeah. Right, I'll just hold that a minute,
Alan's
right?
got to ask for an extra one for the missing person.
Yeah.
Alan.
Just come out to the outside. It looks like a school playground.
Damn, I just remembered something. Where are we now? We've got to go upstairs. Right, let me try and pause this.
There's nothing worse than filming and a lift going up.
Okay.
Press real.
Floor. Now let's go here.
What's the chocolate coffee there?
What's in there?
Hello, chocolate doggy.
Okay. Right, I've got to keep going round. Oh yeah.
Where's Phil?
There. Oh.
That's why I didn't like her. Oh, look at her. Oh no, she's lifting it up, isn't she? That's right. I remember the advert now.
Right. Chris. Hey, it's not working.
It's this here.
Oh, well.
Here you go. Get ready.
Where?
Music. Get ready.
It's not. I pressed the button, nothing happened. So.
You just shut his eyes.
I've got to see, I'll see. This is the ride, I think.
Isn't it fantastic? Your Cadbury.
And then I've got 10 white cream eggs for you as well.